Hello, everybody. Joe Bag of Donuts here, and welcome back for another episode of Utawarerumono, Mask of Truth. Where last time we left off, we made our trip over to Tusker, safe and sound. Now we're just kind of hanging out, kind of fucking around a little bit, it seems. Just kind of getting into shenanigans, doing wacky shit, trying to find the master key. It seems pretty low stakes at the moment. You know, just kind of hanging out with Kuwan, getting some personal time after, being apart and then having to keep up the facade, and now there's no more facades. Everyone knows the truth, and they all know that everybody else knows the truth, so it's fine. You just gotta kind of work through all that baggage. But recorded this the day it goes up because, well, it was a multitude of things. 2 days ago, I just still didn't feel well. The day after I recorded the last episode, where I had my tummy ache. I deserve a medal for surviving that stomach ache. I was just not in a mood that day to record. I just didn't feel very good. And then yesterday, I was feeling better, except about halfway through the day, some of our training equipment got jammed, so I had to crawl underneath it and, fix it. Well, the only issue was underneath there was really dusty, and I got a fuck ton of dust in my eyes, and my eyes were burning the entire night. They were dry as a bone, and they just hurt. They weren't watering, they were shriveled up, and it felt like I was getting fucking stabbed with needles. It was terrible. So I could not record. I would have just been not be able to think at all. I can't think right now because I also just worked today. So, it's a review. I'm getting towards the end of my class, so we're just reviewing. So in all honesty, it's just kind of boring. Fuck them kids. They already know all this stuff, so we're just re-going through, finding esoteric information about, fucking pitch alpha limits, our roll rates, a pitch authority. When the stabilizer trim is set to full nose down and you nose down the stick, you'll get a warning. Just all sorts of weird little things they might see at some point, but it's so buried in the book that it'll never come up, but they should know about it in case it does come up, that kind of stuff. Really boring. Oh, shit, I'm tired. I'm tired sitting here in front of the microphone recording for you with my cup of coffee. So, I think I was talking about it last episode, about how I had ordered a new microphone boom. Well, they came in. Unfortunately, the way that it's set up, it had the exact same problem as my other one with my current desk setup, where it was just right across where I put my coffee pot. So it's now it's just sitting on the chair behind me, not in use, because I can't configure it in a way that it works. And it turns out my old one, it just repositioned a little, is still better than that one. So now I just got a spare microphone boom hanging around in case I ever need it eventually. And that got me thinking about my desk. It's man, I really need to reorganize this thing. I can move my PC out of the way. I can, free up the other half of my desk, which just has some figures and the CRT over there. But it has to be the figures are in front of the CRT, because obviously if I put them behind the TV, then I can't see them. Then what's the fucking point of them? So I found some clamp-on shelf that I can put onto the end of my desk to give it a vertical shelf that I can put the figures on and then push the TV under that. And then that frees up that entire side. So then I'm all right, while I'm at it, I might as well free up the other side. So I ordered it's a harness that I'm going to have to drill into the overhang on the left side of my desk. And then it, has some straps where I can essentially hang my my tower down there off the straps. So that way it's under the desk and off the top. So that frees up that space. But then also it's then if I do that, the HDMI cable for my monitors isn't long enough to go under the desk. It's barely long enough as is to reach from the back of the tower to my second monitor. It's a short one. It's 4 feet long. It's like the one that came with it. So now I had to order some new HDMIs, some 10-footers, so that way there's plenty of slack. And now it's like, well, you know, Black Friday is coming up, and I could use a new monitor, because my secondary one, it's only like a 1080p monitor. Like, it's not that great. The colors aren't very good. It's LCD, like, the blacks are very gray. It's not like an OLED, like, deep black. And I don't even think my other monitor is an OLED. It's fairly old, too. Like, it's a decent one. It's like, it's not fully 4K. It's, like, in the 3K range. It's a decent monitor, but it only goes up to, like, 60 FPS. It's not OLED either, but it's a better quality than the other one. So it's like, when Black Friday rolls around, I'm probably going to order, like, 2 new monitors. And then I'm also going to get, like, the mounts for them, so that way I can, like, mount it to my standing desk, and they have, like, the 2 arms coming off that I can, like, swivel and position the monitors in different locations. Like, I'm basically rearranging my entire setup. So that's going to be nice. It only cost me, you know, upward of a couple $100, but it is what it is. So that's why you should become a member today and give me your money, so that way I can afford all my my desk upgrades in order to keep my my workflow consistent. You know, that's the real reason I'm not recording. It's because, you know, my cluttered workstation, it's bad for my mental health, and I can't focus. I just get distracted looking over at Holo and Saber Alter, looking awfully dusty, because I haven't dusted them in a while. And it's particularly noticeable on Saber Alter, because she's wearing a black dress, and the dust stands out on that really well. What do I even have over here? Let's see, I got regular Saber. I think I got her at, like, a Sakura-con in Seattle, like, from the Aniplex booth. It's like, she's wearing, like, a nice summer dress with, like, a big hat and, like, a suitcase. Then I got, like, Saber Alter next to her with the sword. Then I got Asuka from Ava, also with a summer dress and a straw hat. And then next to her, Shinobu from Monogatari, also with a summer dress and a straw hat. I think I have a type, guys. Then I got Holo. I think it's a knockoff. Like, I think I got that from a Secret Santa. And it looks similar to, like, the ones in the catalog, but it's, like, the base plate isn't the same, and something about the colors is slightly off. Like, it's a passable bootleg, but it is most certainly a bootleg, because now I'm remembering when I got it and opened it, I could smell the paint. You know, that particular cheap Chinese product, like, chemical smell, I could smell it when I opened the packaging. So that one's definitely a knockoff. And then I got Kud from Little Busters. Actually, 2 of them. There's a smaller one of her in, like, a Santa outfit with a present behind the figures, but, you know, because it's smaller, it gets kind of lost in the mix. But then the other one's like her jumping up, catching a frisbee. That one's like a high-quality figure. Glad I got that one. So, I got more upstairs, like, tucked away. It's just because there's not any room to put them. So, yeah, maybe someday, once I get those shelves, I'll have more room and I'll be able to stick them up. But, yeah, that's my desk tour for the day. I also just got a bunch of random stuff. I got, like, allergy medicine, I got a headache medicine, I got athlete's foot powder, I have a bottle of booze, I have what is this? An aileron trim indicator sitting on my desk. Yeah, I got some junk that I need to tidy up. It's not a lot, but mixed in with it's on the same side as the figures and the TV, like that entire, like, half of the desk is just, like, unusable. But, yeah, we're 10 minutes in, so that's my desk tour done for the day. Let's get this episode started for real now, yeah? Yeah, sounds like a plan. One morning, a number of days after I first visited Tusker, I awakened with my head ringing in pain.
少し飲みすぎたか。
主様、これをお水を用意しました。どうぞ。
I gratefully accept the cup and gulp it down.
うまい。二日酔いになるまで飲んだのは いつ以来か。
Getting old, bud.
笑ってる。主様、何か良いことがありましたか？
No, just the water here is really tasty. It was nice and cold. Good minerals. I didn't realize I was smiling until the twins pointed it out.
異国での緊張がようやく取れてきたのかもしれないな。
With that thought in mind, the twins helped me wash my face and change my clothes.
おはよう。おしとる。起きてる？
ああ。
Kuwan and Fumaril enter my room. Kuwan carries a change of clothes for me, and Fumaril carries a jug of water.
お。
Small sound of surprise escapes her as she notices I've already prepared myself for the day. The twins look oddly smug as they watch Kuwan.
ここは私の故郷なんだから、二人とももっとのんびりしてくれていいのに。
They would die if they fucking relaxed.
務め。主様のお世話をするのは私たちの喜びでもあります。
I was about to say, yeah, they're like that animal that if it stops moving, it dies. But I'm like, no, wait a minute. That's fucking Spoink, the Pokemon from Gen 3.
働き者なんだね。
一見にこやかだがなんか怖い。
I look over to Fumaril and see that she's nodding off to sleep as she stands there. Her body teeters to the side, and she nearly topples over. I quickly move to catch her. Not only did I end up holding her in an embrace, and my hand is somehow firmly planted on Fumaril's
い
bosom.
や、すまぬ。
いいえ、ありがとうございます。
Yeah, such an invigorating morning practice. As usual, Fumaril seems completely unbothered, smiling back at me. She spilled the water all over herself when she tripped, and parts of her clothes are looking worryingly transparent.
これはまずいな。
Yeah, waddle. Yeah, she's about to go fucking waddle and daub a house. I try to put some distance between us, but with Fumaril leaning on me like this, that doesn't really work.
さすが、あれほど自然にこなすとはやはり侮れません。
As the twins look upon her with awe, Kuan continues to smile in silence.
この展開は。
Words before I have a chance to prepare. Kuan's tail snakes around my head.
エルンガ、
What?
なんか懐かしいね。
I have no idea when Arudu and Kamyu arrived, but they're standing by, thoughtfully watching us. Noticing the two of them, Kuan hurriedly releases me from her tail.
姉様たち、おはよう。なぜここに？朝ごはんなのに来ないから呼びに来たの。
Yeah, we're just too busy getting up to fucking shenanigans.
ああ、すまない。すぐに伺おう。
Right around the time we finish breakfast, a messenger arrives at Tusker's palace.
地球の知らせにございます。
What, we gotta go kill some fucking monkeys?
ご苦労様です。
Rampaging through the potato fields?
若様、
Standard
こちらを。
Tusker fare?
うん。
Oprah opens the letter, silently looking over its contents.
うん。
何事でしょうか？
ウルトリー殿が来るとのことだ。
Oh, neat.
ウルトレ様が？
Fun. It's been a while since we've seen her.
いつお着きになるのですか？
すでに出立したとある。早ければ今日にも着くな。
Is she just coming over to visit, or is this like a official, like, state dignitary visit?
それは
Like visiting in her official capacity, or is she just coming to hang out? Because she heard Kuwan's back.
忙しくなりますね。
After breakfast, I notice the palace seems to be more hectic than usual. The court ladies, usually silent, are all anxious, whispering to each other. Also, she might have something to say about your, Akuruka,
何やら騒がしいな。
considering their whole thing about being the guardians of, the relics of the fucking precursors, whatever they call them, the super long name that I can't remember.
誰かが来ると言っていたようだが。
She might be like, what you got there? What's that, bud?
売るお母様がいらっしゃるの。
Kuon arrives at my room, holding a tray with tea and snacks, seeming right at home.
売るお母様？
私のお母様の一人であり、ビツアルネミティの総本山であるオンカミヤム会のオルヤンクルなんだ。
Yeah, the Eustaman.
オルヤンクル。
温かくとてもお優しい方なのですよ。一番優しいお母様。でも、
Yeah.
一番怖いお母様でもあるかな。
The potential to be like the crazy, like, wine aunt.
くーちゃん、一度だけものすごく怒られたことあったもんね。こうは尊い犠牲となったのだ。
Kamyu and Adadu nonchalantly munch on snacks as they join the chat.
その話は。
Kuon suddenly clams up, darting a nervous glance in my direction.
舞か。触れられたくないようだし。つまり、
What, no embarrassing, you know, Kuon stories from the past? No, we need the dirt, dog.
そういうことかな。
皆忙しそうだが、あなたたちはここにいて良いのか？
それは。
I mean, there's not really much for her to do.
かえって邪魔になっちゃうから。
The girls of Tusker avoid my gaze.
そんな
Probably
こ
for
と
the
で
best.
オンカミヤム会のオルヤンクルか。ひょっとしたらマスターキーのことを何か知っているかもしれないな。
ねえねえ、オシトル様はゆっくりしてられるんだよね。
Yeah, you know, we're just bumming around.
ああ。
じゃあ遊びに行こうよ。もっといろんなところを案内するよ。蜂のすがり。お姉様たち。
Oh, hell yeah, we do.
そんなに遊んでいる暇はないかな。
Go knock some hives out of the tree.
ああ、クーちゃんそんなこと言って自分だけ一緒に遊びに行くつもりなんだ。ずるい。
Yeah, she wants to flirt alone.
そんな、私だってもう一度あの遺跡行ってもらいたいのを我慢してるのに。
あんな目にあったのにまだ行こうってのか。
Yeah, well, now we know, you know, what not to do.
しかし、カミュとアルルと言ったか。この二人いつも一緒だな。しかも人の寝床で思いっきりくつろいでるし、菓子のクズまで散らかしてな。
Bunch of fucking slobs.
クーちゃん、そこのお菓子取って。近いんだから、そんな不精なこと言わないの。クーちゃんに取ってもらいたいんだもん。もう、仕方ないな。
Kuon grumbles to herself, but in the end, she gets up and does her bidding.
ふう、耳掃除。はいはい。それでは横になってくださいね。
Adadu rests her head on Fumaro's lap as she's told.
では、やりますね。
Yeah, go fucking pick you over for ticks and fleas. Wipe, wipe.
ふうふう。
Kamyu watches Adadu enjoying herself, then leans forward in excitement.
私も。クーちゃん、お願い。
She rolls over to Kuon, giving her the most begging look she can manage. Again, like 30-plus-year-old woman right here.
もう、二人とも、ちょっとだらけすぎだと思うな。
はためにはどっちが姉かわからないな。
あらカミュからおねだりなんて久しぶり。
This presence. At that voice, I turn to see an unfamiliar woman standing in my doorway. She stands there with regal poise, looking kindly down at the girl flopping around on the ground.
初めて見る。そうか。この人がオンカミヤム会の。
Nice outfit. I like that, what do you call that? Mint green? I'm comfortable calling that mint. The mint and the white and the brown, with like the splash of yellow on the belt and the trim in her hair. Real good colors.
にしても、これまで会ってきたこの国の女性は皆美人揃いだが、さらに美人とは。
She enters the room and immediately seats herself with grace, then taps her lap with her hand.
いらっしゃい。
お姉様、もう着いたの？
Ah, who cares? It's fucking Oboro. Kamyu hurriedly sits up, straightening her posture in an instant, but she can't hide her confusion and excitement.
今回の訪問は予定にないことでしたから略式で済ませました。さあ、いらっしゃい。
Ulturi taps her lap once more, beckoning her over.
それはちょっと。
I definitely said her name weird there, but don't focus on that.
ウルトリー様。
In that uncertain pause, Boomerl happily leaps up, exclaiming with joy as she bounds into Ulturi's arms. She buries her face in Ulturi's bosom without a moment's hesitation. You're gonna say
大きく
Ulturi
なって
again?
も甘えん坊さんです
You're
ね。
gonna say it so much that the name loses all meaning?
ウルトリー様、早く早く。
はいはい。ほら、せっかくの綺麗な髪が乱れてますよ。
She turns Boomerl gently around, then takes out a comb from her sleeve and begins to brush Boomerl's hair.
気持ちいい。
Boomerl looks like she's in complete bliss. Ulturi's serene smile remains unchanged. Boomerl closes her eyes in Ulturi's gentle touch, looking more relaxed than she's ever been. Hey, you gonna sing your lullaby? Alright. Ulturi seems in high spirits as well. As she combs through Boomerl's hair, she begins to sing in a soft, lilting voice.
ウルトリー様の歌なんてなんだかとても懐かしい気がします。
そうですか。
Crazy how you doing that reverb in this like wooden room with all this fabric around, like crazy acoustics. She nods with a smile as Boomerl hums along. Oh, you're getting kind of loud. Oh, it's because there's two of them now. Like watching a mother and child who adore each other
と
completely.
いうか、フミリルのあんなに甘えた姿を見るのは初めてだ。クオン、
I glance to my side, noticing that Kuan has an oddly sad smile on her face.
いろいろとあるのだよ。
なぜそんな人生の先輩口調で。
そういえばカミュ、お勤めが溜まっていますから、
Munto is still
もう
kicking.
戻ってくるようにとムントが言っていましたよ。
Kamyu suddenly looks very flustered.
まだやることが残っているからもうちょっとしたらね。
では仕方ありません。
Oh, damn, Munto, you're looking good actually.
たまった書簡はすべてお持ちしましたので、こちらで執務していただいて問題ありませんな。
Yeah, you're just remote working. Kamyu sweats profusely. Kamyu bolts up in an attempt to fly away, but Munto immediately moves to block her path, as if he predicted her next move.
させませぬぞ。さあ皆の者。
Yeah, get her! Many figures wearing priestly robes rush into the room and quickly surround Kamyu. What, they cast heavy on her? Kamyu falls to the ground, like a bug that's been zapped.
動けない。
このためだけに狼ヤム界の技術を結集して開発された姫様の術を封じる日に。
もっと他にやることあ
Nope.
るよね。
この世に姫様の怠惰をお直しする以上に大事なことなどありませぬ。さあ観念していただきますぞ。すべて片付けるまで決して外には出しませぬ。
Worst comes worst, they'll clip your wings. That way you can't even fly. Your feathers will be too short. You'll be hopping around the yard like a chicken. Behind Munto, the priest reveals stacks and stacks of documents and scrolls.
アルちゃん助けて。
As Kamyu is dragged away, she desperately grasps Ardu's ankles.
わあ。
Without hesitation, Ardu reaches for Mukuru sitting next to her and grabs a fistful of fur.
往生際が悪いですぞ。
At his command, the priests gather as one, and all of them begin to pull at Kamyu. Ugh. The priests continue to pull, and clumps of Mukadu's fur get closer and closer to coming out. Oh, poor Mukadu. You've done nothing to deserve this. And so, their attempts end in futility as Arudu and Kamyu are dragged off. Leaving the giant beast whimpering with a new bald patch.
嵐が去ったかのような感じだな。
Eventually, Fumaril's breathing slows to an even rhythm, leaning into Uturi as she sleeps. Uturi gradually stops combing Fumaril's hair, meeting my eyes. I can't bring myself to look away. It's like her gaze pierces right through me, like she knows everything about me.
お騒がせいたしました。初めてお目にかかります。私はオンカミヤ向かいのオルヤンクルを務めるウルトリーと申します。
Hello, pretty lady. The twins seem to sense something as they stand before me, readying themselves.
下がって。主様、ここは私たちにお任せください。
待て。この方は我々の敵では
No,
ない。
they're her
何を
natural
そう
counter.
警戒し
Like
ているのだ。
a refined, mature beauty like that, they stand no chance.
承知。主様がそうおっしゃるなら。
With that, the two of them glide back behind me.
すみません。仲間が何か勘違いをしたようだ。
どうかお気になさらずに。
かたじけない。
改めましてお会いできて光栄に存じます。オシュトル様。
She smiles with regal dignity.
丁寧なご挨拶、痛み入る。
Words hard,
それ
can't
がしは
speak. Looking at her side boob. But as I begin to introduce myself, my words are gently interrupted.
存じております。偉大なるお方。我らが御美体。
Oh, you can just tell.
あなた様のその姿が仮初めであるということも。
How do you know that part?
なぜそのこと。まさか話したのか。
I look over to Kuon, but her only reply is a shake of her head.
それにあなた様の願いも。
Yep, turn into little blorbos. We want to stop that.
ウルトリー殿はあれが何であるのかを知っていると。
I'd imagine so. Someone of her position.
はい。ですが今の私にはそれを口にすることは許されておりません。
何故それを許されておらぬ。
Because that would completely like
苦しみにもが
unravel
いてい
the
るという
current
のに。
like social contract as people know it.
これ以上は
Like it
こ
would
こで語る
overturn
ことを許されてい
everything
ません。
you know the people of this world know. Like you can't do that.
無論鍵のことも。
鍵だと。
はい。真理の扉を開く鍵
Oh
です。
god, the key. We're fucking playing rewrite now.
やはりこの人はマスターキーのことを知っている。
Fucking Agent John Katsumatsu, you gotta go get the fucking lock.
ウルトリー殿
Or however that green
お聞か
text
せ願
went.
いたい。その鍵とやらは一体どこにあるのか。
それを知ってどうなさるおつもりですか。
To be honest, we don't know.
それは無論。
I meet Alterdy's pure focused gaze and find myself
彼
hesitating.
女の口ぶりからしてもマスターキーは全ての秘密に通じる鍵だ。かといって奪い取れるものでもないだろう。そもそもそんなつもりもないんだが。いや、小細工は無用だ。
Nope.
この瞳の前では
Because she's got
隠し事など
magic.
できそうにない。承知した。包み隠さず言わせていただこう。 それがしはその鍵をもらい受けるためにトゥスクルへ参った。どうしてもそれが必要なのだ。
そうですか。
A sad smile flickers across her face as she answers.
本来であれば感化するわけにはいかないお言葉です。ですがあなたなら、あなたであれば、あるいは
Oh, okay.
どうか我が御神や向かいへお越しください。
Is it because we're like an actual, human? In her eyes, I can see kindness, sympathy, and sorrow. After that, I can't bring myself to ask anything more. Like, it's kind of our, quote-unquote birthright? Like, the master key would be rightfully ours? Question mark? Like, what's our angle here? We decide that we'll depart for the Onkami Yamukai the next morning. I don't know where the emphasis on the syllables go. Not after all this time. It occurs to me that we're being rude, forcing such an important figure to go home so soon. But I can't stop myself. I need to hurry.
では案内いただけるか。
はい、私はそのために参ったのですから。
じゃあ行こっか。お供いたします。
Yeah, yeah, of course you will.
私も行く。
神ユリアーズ。まずは
Good
ご
commune
公務
noises.
を終わらせてからです。
Apprehended, Kamu plunges swiftly to the ground and the priests slowly drag her
で
away.
はお頼み申す。
はい、承知しま
Yes,
した。
because we do not know the way.
それじゃあ行こう。御心のままに。
As one, we decide we didn't see anything. It's the polite thing to do after all.
トゥスクルの都から遠く離れた地、深い森に
Is
閉
that
ざされ
just Mount
た
Fuji?
険しい山の懐に
Because one of those would definitely be like the Tokyo Bay area.
そうは御神ウィツァルネミテヤが眠る場所、古の英知を守りし聖地、
Yeah, and big crystals for some
古
reason.
の戦においてその体を失ってなお御霊となりて民を見備わすという荒神に畏怖と承敬を込め。
I wonder if Fuji's still an active volcano this far in the future. Because if you didn't know, Mount Fuji is an active volcano right now. It's just like really long in between its eruption cycles. But I think it's like getting close, like within the next like couple hundred years, like Fuji should erupt.
いよいよか。
God, your butt would hurt so bad in this carriage of hardwood seats. Like no ergonomic support, just straight 90-degree angle. Your best bet would have to be just to lie down. I'm sorry, I have to actually read what's on the screen. I can't just gripe thinking about my poor fucking tailbone. Many days after leaving the capital, we ride down the road to the Onkami Yamukai, taking a carriage that the locals prepared for us.
御神や向かいは本来不可侵と聞く。トゥスクルの王族ですら無断でその深淵に入ることはできないと。そこに賓客として一時は敵であった国の将を招く。その意味は、意図は。
どうかした？
Oh, just like pondering geopolitics. Kuon gives me a questioning look.
いや、クオンはこたびの件、何か聞いているか？
何も。でも感謝してほしいかな。本当なら招かれたのはオシトル一人だったところ、不安だろうから無理言って一緒についていくことにしたんだから。
Thank you, Kuon.
そうだな。右も左もわからぬ地、助かる。
Yeah, thank you for using your political connections to give us an in.
クオン、その尻尾の揺れは遺跡を前にした
Like
時と同じ
networking like a
なんだ
LinkedIn
が。
lunatic.
それは言わぬが
I mean, ancient ruins are just cool. It's what I liked about living, I know ancient ruins here, talking as an American, but living back up home in New England as a kid is being able to go around and see, you know, ruined settlements from like 300, 400 years ago that no longer exist. Compared to like everywhere else in the U.S. where if you're going to go see, you know, ruins, your best bet is, you know, probably like native settlements down in like the Southwest, but not including, you know, native / First Nations / tribal settlements. It's like, oh, this town was founded in fucking 1905. You know, the ancient ruins are the old post office that is still in use. It's like, oh, cool. Like, there's not very much to see. I suddenly sense someone looking at me. I glance up to Ultri and find that she's watching us with a smile.
一体何を考えているのやら。聞いても来ればわかる。自分のまあ、
Yeah, she's just being
出たとこ
mysterious.
勝負なのは慣れている。焦っても仕方がない。慣れたくなどなかったかな。
And I feel someone pulling at my sleeve.
主様、あちらをご覧ください。
I look to where the twins are pointing, pushing the blinds in the carriage window aside. As the carriage passes a slightly elevated area, I see a green forest that looks like a sea of
ああ、
trees.
そうだ。間違っても道をそれて森に入ったりしないように気をつけ
I
て
mean,
ね。
that's a good general rule of thumb,
何かあ
but
るのか。
中は生い茂った枝葉で日の光も遮られて
it's just
昼間
dark.
でも真っ暗だから
And with no sun, it's hard to
あっとい
orientate
う間に
yourself.
方角を見失ってしまうかな。
Orientate? Orient? However you want to say it. No, orient would be the east. Orientate, yeah.
それだけじゃなく、なぜか術の類も阻害されてしまうそうだから、迷ったら二度と出られなくなるって言われてるの。
Because back in the day, people used to, well, at least Europeans around the Mediterranean anyway, would orientate their maps with east being on top. So that's why orient, you know, meaning east, and orientate, you know, pointing to the east, or whatever, you know, the proper like verb of orientate in its like original context would mean, you know, aligning yourself in the eastward direction for your map, you know, for navigation. All right, that's your words etymology lesson for the day.
だからあの森にはね、迷い込んだ者たちの霊がずーっとさまよい続けてるんだって。
Spooky.
なるほど。いざという時、森の中に逃げ込むというのは危険ということか。
ここは怖がったりするとこだと思うんだけどな。まさか何かよからぬことでも考えてるの？
None of you are really scaredy cats.
そうではないが、トゥスクルに厄介の種を持ち込んでいる自覚はある。気楽に構えて良いものではないだろう。
Kuan breathes in sharply, as though she just realized that as well, and she slowly turns to Ultri. However, Ultri answers with a pleasant smile.
ご安心ください、オシュトル様。これはすでに予期されていたこと。
Oh, that's good.
たとえオシュトル様が何をなさろうと、
What, the Mikado send you an
私どもは
email?
決して
Fucking fax
オ
something
シュト
over
ル
to you
様
and
に
let
あ
us
ら
know
ぬ
we're on
真
our
似
way?
はしないと誓いましょう。
何なのだこの信頼。そう信頼だ。会ったばかりの自分にありえないほどの信頼を寄せている。わからん。何を考えている、なぜこんなにも。
I mean, you know, with time, you know, there's not an infinite amount of people in the world. Well, there are, but, you know, you'll find archetypes, but they're not like rubber stamp templates. But people rhyme. You'll realize that it'll be like, oh, you're just like that person. You know, slightly different, but, you know, mostly the same. It's kind of like got you dead to rights on that.
考えるのはやめだ。これ以上はドツボにはまりそうだ。しかし トゥスクルが緑豊かな国だということは分かっていたが、ここはまた
緑が豊かすぎて開墾がすごく大
Yep,
変なん
pain
だ
in
け
the
ど
fucking
ね。
ass.
その中でもあの
Probably
森は
covered
特
in
別か
kudzu
な。
vines. Ugh.
音感
オカミや向かい、オンカミの眠りし地という意味だったか。
狼ウィツアルネ見てよ。人を楽園から追放し、飢えと苦しみを与えし滞在人。還元
Alright,
にて
yep,
人を
cool
惑わし
theological split.
絶望へといざなう脱ぎそま神。
Yep, just keep your mouth shut. The twins' words seem to hit Fumaril hard. She looks down mutely, sadness clouding her
ウルール
face.
サラーナ、ここはヤマトではない。蔑む言葉は控えよ。
申し訳ありません、主様。
Don't apologize to us.
許せ、フミリル殿。うかつなことを言った。
いえ、そんな。ごめんなさい。
There you
気に
go.
なさらないでください。人それぞれ土地それぞれで見方が違うということがあるのは分かっていますから。
ウルトリー殿もこの二人が失礼した。
Yeah, you know, you just like went up to the Pope and said, fucking Jesus sucks, Lamau.
申し訳ない。警察でした。お詫びいたします。
二人にはよく聞かせておきますゆえ、ここはどうか。
Mm-hmm. We'll cane their feet or whatever.
構いません。フミリルの言う通り、同じものでもところによって違うものですから。
Not to be like weird or anything. Like I don't want you guys to think like that's like a foot thing. It's not. It's like an actual punishment in some places. Because like, if you don't know, like caning is like fucking brutal. If you've ever seen like pictures of the aftermath of like an actual caning, like it's fucking rough. So getting like the underside of your feet like beat like that basically turns into fucking hamburger meat.
それに、
And then you gotta
狼
walk
の
and
慈悲
stand on
深
it
き
like,
お
ugh.
方。このようなことでお怒りにはならないでしょう。
でも分かっていると思うけど、間違っても他の人の前では言っちゃダメだよ。
はい、これから向かうところは
Mm-hmm.
私やクーちゃんのように皆さんの事情を察して許してくれるところではありません。
そうだね。国中から信心深い人たちが集まってきてるんだから、うかつなことを
Yeah,
言
you're
っ
just
た
gonna
ら
get torn apart.
私やウルお母様でもかばえないかも。
肝に銘じておこう。
Yeah, fortunately for us, you know, he doesn't care.
随分と辺りが賑やかになってきたな。それに馬車の進みもゆっくりになってきたような。
そろそろでしょうか。
Fumura looks to the window as if she's noticed something. I meet Kuan's eyes. She gives me an encouraging smile and a nod. Ooh, nice forest. I carefully open the blinds and see a view completely opposite of what I saw earlier. The forest we had seen is gone. Instead, a wide road, as wide as the Imperial capital's main street, stretches out before us. The road is packed with many other carriages, people riding wapters, and even simple pedestrians strolling at the side.
これらの人たちは
It must be up in the mountains now with those kinds of trees.
はい、大社に参拝するために国中から集まった人たちです。
やはりそうか。
I look around at the hustle and bustle equal to the activity in the Imperial capital. The road is lined by shops catering to the worshippers.
茶屋にあれは土産物屋か。かんざしや人形、反物なんかも売られている。
Hell yeah, I gotta buy your cool t-shirt.
せっかくだ。みんなの土産でも買って。
I remember suddenly why I'm here and shake off my frivolous impulse.
そうじゃないだろう。土産なんか買っている余裕などあるかな。
I mean, I'm sure like the local economy would appreciate your patronage.
主様、そばに。ここからは決して離れないよう
You
お
don't
願い
get
します。
lured in by their cursed goods.
いよいよというわけか。
By this evil cursed effigy of Kamu where it's like head nods like incessantly in a menacing manner when you flick it, going boing, 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 boing. You know, get some fucking bobbleheads. It's grotesque proportions. Ugh. We all get off as the carriage stops before a massive gate.
あの門の向こう側がお社かな
Cool obelisk.
あれを越えた先はもう御神の眠る地ということか。しかし
I can't help but exclaim at the sight before me. An endless line of people winds and twists ahead. All the would-be worshippers have gathered at the gates of the grand shrine to wait their turn.
こりゃまたすごい行列だ。日が沈むま
Yeah,
で
do we
に
got like the fast pass? You know, get in the lightning lane. Also, hey, look at that. Old style Wapters. Very cool.
このありさまでは諦めるしかないか。近くに宿を取り、明日の朝早くに出直そう。
Kuon gives a small chuckle at my words.
それなら大丈夫かな
何？
Before I can ask any more questions, Kuon weaves through the line of people until she reaches the front.
クオンったらまた
Apparently realizing what Kuon's doing, a wry smile flickers across Hotori's face.
クオンは一体何をするつもりだ？
ご覧になっていればわかります。
As I watch, the inevitable happens. Kuon is almost immediately surrounded by suspicious guards. However, a few words from Kuon seems to make the sentries go pale. They rush into the nearby barracks in a panic.
なんだ？
Suddenly, the sound of drums echoes across the area. The hubbub dies down immediately, and the visitors at the gate immediately part to the sides of the road, making way.
これは
I peer at the gates, seeing Kuon waving cheerfully at us.
罠油断していました。ここは敵中。この統率力では何かあればすぐに捕らえられてしまいます。
心配いらぬ。
ですが
お前たちの言いたいことはわかる。だがそれがしにはトゥスクルの者が騙し討ちのような真似をするとは思えん。
信じているのですかリツァルネミテアの眷属を
Yeah, it's like, I don't care.
それがしが信
It
じてい
hasn't
る
done
の
anything to
は
me.
クオンに
I think.
踏み入れる。そしてお前たちだ。ならば何も心配することはない。違うか？
はい
というか、ここの連中そんなまどろっこしい真似をしそうにないんだが。
二人とも良き人に巡り会えたようです
Look,
ね
we're just trying not to cause a, like, international incident here. We pass between the worshippers, who bow their heads deeply as we make our way forward. Before the gates, Kuon stands waiting for us, a huge smile on her face.
これですぐに大社へ入れるかな
気持ちはわからぬでもないが、並んでる連中に申し訳ない気もするな。
I look behind us to the immobile shrine goers, locked in place with their heads respectfully bowed.
まあ、オルヤンクルも一緒なんだ。当然といえば当然か。何にせよ、これでようやく大社の中に入ることができるわけ。
Yeah, they're not making the fucking Pope wait in line. Ugh. Outside the Vatican, so that way he can get his turn to fucking go home.
では参りましょう
お願いいたす。
I give a bow and let Iltri go on first.
何が待ち構えているかはわからんが。
Nope. Let's find out.
毒を食らわばさ
Another venture,
らま
nothing
でだ。
gains. Cool. I like the pointy arch there. Is that a Gothic arch? I forget exactly which one it is. The ones like it's an arch without a keystone, so they're very pointed instead of rounded. I want to say it's a Gothic arch. Because definitely by the Victorian era, they have arches down again. Because surprisingly, like, it's just one of those, like, things, like, after the fall of, like, the Roman Empire. Like, the architectural knowledge of how to build, like, a standing arch like that was just kind of lost. Like, people forgot how to do it because no one had really written it down, or if they did, like, those records were lost to them. So, Gothic arch. Not architecture, arch. Don't autocorrect me like that. Yeah. Yeah, a Gothic arch as a point instead of a nice rounded top. I'm so fucking smart, dude. I know so much, like, useless knowledge that is never gonna be, like, applicable in my day-to-day life. We proceed through the Grand Shrine, Ulturi leading us. Seeing the cityscape in the middle of the woods was startling enough, but the sight of the Grand Shrine is even beyond
あ
that.
の奥の石造りの建物が本殿なのか。
あれは違うかな。この場所全部が狼を祀る社なんだ。あそこにある建物はオルヤンクルのいる祭儀の間かな。
Cool.
これが一つの社だと。
I look around amazed, seeing the scale of the place in a new light.
狼の眠りし地か。なるほど。そう呼ばれるにふさわしい場所のようだ。兄貴。ここなのか。ここにマスターキー
I
が。
don't know. Who knows, dude? Owie, my mask.
なんだこの頭痛は。アクルカの共鳴。まさかこんなところに他のアクルトゥルカが。
Something similar.
いや共鳴とは何か。
Yeah, different frequency. I look up once more and stare at the enormous shrine before
呼
me.
んでいる。誰だ自分を呼ぶのは。
オシュトル様。
Uthri's voice snaps me back to reality.
どうかしたの？なんだか心ここにあらずって感じだったけど。
It doesn't look like Kuan sensed anything. She peers at my face searchingly.
ああすまん。旅の疲れが出たのやもし
I
れ
feel
ない。
like that's something you might want to bring up. It's like, oh man, weird. Like this thing glued to my skull that has needles into my brain. Felt like it was like vibrating.
なんだか顔色も優れないし、少し休んだ方がいいかも。
でしたら少しお待ちください。今休めるところを。
いや大丈夫だ。
I meet Kuan and Fumaro's worried expressions with a reassuring smile. The pain in my head suddenly disappears, as if it was never there to begin with.
ですが
もし具合が悪いのでしたらしばらく休んでいかれますか。
いや大事ない。ここまで来たのだ。
Yeah, I don't really get the time to go like lay down in the grass and take a
時間を無駄にするわけにはいかない。
nap underneath one of these nice scenic trees.
そうですか。ですがあまり無理はなさらないでください。
ウルトリー様。
求めるものがここにあるというのならこんなところで立ち止まっているわけにはいかない。そうだろうなあ兄貴。
Yep, another one of these places. As we enter, the twins immediately stop in their tracks.
即敵。反応なし。問題ないと思われます。
The two of them look around in the stone passageway. I nod in
こ
agreement.
の厳かな感じ。空気がきんと張り詰めているような。
I mean, it's a grand temple, like, yeah.
静かすぎて耳が痛いほどだ。
We proceed further, and eventually something like an altar comes into view.
玉座。いや祭壇か。
We venture close, and I lift a draping cloth from the pedestal where it's set.
やはりな。
It uncovers a hidden passageway leading further into the depths.
知らなかった。こんなところに道があるなんて。
この先へか。
The three faces us, bound with grace and dignity.
とあるお方がお待ちしています。
Oh, okay.
とあるお方。
We're gonna go talk to God.
あなたをお招きになった方が。
招いた。誰かがそれがしを招いたと。そろそろ話してくれても良い頃合いだと思うが。
ウルお母様。
The three remain silent, Seconds pass in oppressive quiet.
まだ語れぬということか。
Nope. Gotta go and see for yourself.
おそらくはその人物の存在そのものを口にできぬ事情があるのだろう。
Utsuri eventually turns without a word and begins to walk further along the new passage. Kuon almost calls out for her to stop, but turns instead to me.
今さら引き返すことなどできようはずがない。
Yeah, it'd be really awkward if we just left, so we just kind of gotta keep going.
御心のままに私たちが先導します。そばから離れないようにしてください。
いつまで続くんだこの回路は。
We continue to follow, Utsuri's figure barely visible in the darkness ahead. I mean, it seems pretty well lit in here. We've come quite a ways, but the passageway only continues on in its gradual descent.
一見性病と同じだが、何か異質でおどろおどろしい感じがする。この石柱の模様はくさび型文字か。
Hey, yeah, he knows cuneiform too.
何か
I pointed that out when I first saw him.
どこかで見たことがある。どこだ。
大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫。少し気分が
Apparently
優
we're
れ
in
ないだ
like
け。
fucking ancient Babylon,
ずっ
you
と
know.
狭いところを歩いているから。
Gilgamesh is gonna pop out of the wall. Utsuri suddenly stops and looks back at us once more, gesturing wordlessly behind her. It's too dark to see clearly from where we are, but as we venture closer, I can make out a massive set of doors
や
before
はり
us.
そうか。ここが帝都の地下に似ているのは偶然ではないようだな。
I step forward, motioning for the twins to stay behind me. Without thinking, I reach forward. The giant door slowly groans open.
どうこの先にあなたが求める答えがあらんことを。
この先にアクルカが。
A dull, drumming pain begins to echo through my head.
誰かが呼んでいる。
Anything to stop that ringing. Oh my god. Cool. It's like the end of Dark Souls 3. The sight itself is overwhelming. This civilization built by the race I know as humans, the one who once flourished on the Earth's surface. After we go through the passageway, a vast network of ruins spreads out before us, a view that still stirs faint memories within me. The ruins of Yamato were mostly old research facilities and shelters, efficient and compact, a lot of technology crammed in a small space. What I saw of the mausoleum had beautiful design, probably by personal taste, but it was more or less the same, I'll bet still fully operational. But this place feels more like they've cut out a portion of the past and preserved it in a glass case. Nothing here suggests life. The buildings, almost crystalline, loom silently like great gravestones. One could believe that this was the land of the dead. Just standing here, it feels like my soul might be taken at any moment.
この辺りは太古の時代に眠りについたまま。以来誰の手にも触れられていません。オンビタイカヤンの偉大な足跡の一端が当時のままの状態で残されているのです。
I don't think they used to look exactly like this.
誰の手にも触れられていないか。
Except for the people who like built and lived in them and like did their fucking taxes in an office building.
確かに外観こそ丸ごと残ってはいるが動力が感じられない。利用する者がおらず機能もしていない都市などもはや死んだも同然。人類は
They got a 7-Eleven?
本当に滅んでしまったのだな。
Or a Combini, go get some Family Mart chicken? I already knew it was true, but a ripple of loneliness passes through me at Otori's words.
地下深くにこのようなものが眠っているとは地上の参拝者は知らぬのだろうな。ヤマトの帝都と同じということか。クオンはここにこのような遺跡があったのは知っていたのか。
Probably not to this extent,
クオン。
ああ、何かな。
なんだ、心ここにあらずという感じだが、こんな遺跡を前にして興味を示さないなんてクオンらしくもない。
I fall silent as I walk, wondering why Kuon's acting so oddly. I feel a tug on my sleeve. I look behind me to see the twins pulling me back by my
どう
clothes.
した二人とも。
注意、あの柱の影にいます。
I look over to where the twins point and squint. There I see. Oh, is it a Tatari?
たたりか。
Ah, yeah, makes sense they would be here. Of course they would be here.
こんな場所だから。
Yeah.
大きくはないが数が多いか。少々厄介だな。
I reach for my metal fan, but Ulturi softly puts her hand over mine.
どうか武器をお納めください。
Are they gonna leave us alone if we don't do anything to them?
ここは聖域。彼らが襲いかかってくるようなことはありません。
しかし
Oh, if you like come to an understanding with these ones?
言われてみれば、こちらを伺ってるだけで襲いかかってくる気配はない。だが警戒しないわけには。
I mean, of course not, but
ん
as I try to make my mind up, I hear a familiar song ring through the air.
この歌、まあ、綺麗な歌。
The twins sing in lilting harmony. And suddenly, I see the shadows behind the pillar fade, as if the creatures have left. Cool.
言ったか。
優しい歌ですね。あの方たちの安らぎが伝わってきました。
Alright, so they know we're not here to fuck with them.
どういうことだ。以前はこんなたやすく逃げたりは。
浄化されている。この場所は清められているため、たたりも荒ぶることなくおとなしいようです。
Huh.
そうなのか。
I guess I'll take your word on it.
はい。ですので、ここであの方たちが襲ってくることはありません。さあ、こちらへ。
Okie doke. Let's go explore. Ugh, that makes it hard to read. We follow Uturi deeper into the ruins, and the darkness around us grows denser.
なんだこの感じは。だんだんと空気が重苦しくなっていく。
I mean, you are in a cave. Makes sense it would be kind of stagnant.
表情豊かとは言い難いあの双子たちですらどこか息苦しそうだ。さっきまでの冷たく透き通った空気が
Soupy
生
air.
暖かくまが
That's
まがし
probably
いも
because
のへ
of
と
the
変わっている。
actual fucking demon.
ここはトゥスクルにとって聖地であるはずだ。
Yeah.
それがなぜ。
見えてまいりました。ここが目的地です。
God damn, fucking woo. That's quite a cutout right there on your skirt there or dress. Woo, showing a lot of hip. Our view suddenly clears. Spread out before us, so wide it's hard to believe it's underground. We enter a massive open space with a giant crater in its center. Oh yeah, this is like where we had the final boss battle in Prelude to the Fallen, ain't it?
これは
Or at least it looks really similar to it.
でかい。ちょっとした集落の一つくらいはすっぽりと収まってしまうぞ。まるでクレーター。いや、自然にできたものではないな。にしてはいろいろと不自然なところがある。
Yeah, really weird. How's a tree grow underground with green leaves?
あちらを
What is that chlorophyll getting?
おそらくあそこに主様の求めるも
Crystals
のがあり
produce
ま
like a
す。
similar energy to sunlight that they're able to feed off of it. I follow the twins' gazes to the center of the crater, where I see a number of archways leading forward as if to signify a path.
嘘。クーちゃん、これって封印庫。でもこんな巨大な。
I'll take your word on it.
じゃあまさかここって。でもあれはただのおとぎ話って。
Is this where, you know, your god, you know, quote unquote, actually is? Before I can stop her, Kuan darts forward, running down to the center of the great crater. I start after her, but stop quickly, turning around to our guide, though he stands completely still, looking almost immovable.
よろしいのですね。
なんだ今のは。頭の中に直接。
Yeah, you sure you should be here and going at, or, you know, going after Kuan? Got time to be wasting? I look around. It doesn't seem like any of the others have
聞こ
noticed.
えたのは自分だけか。しかし、この子、
I look towards Ultri.
ウルトリー殿か。
はい。この先にあなたが求めるものがあるでしょう。ですが、この先へ進
Yeah,
め
that's fine.
すべての希望が打
Like,
ち
if we
砕かれる
can't
かもしれません。
fix all of them, then so be it. We gave it like our best shot.
それでもあなたは前へ進むおつもりですか？
どういう意味だ。
I meet Ultri's eyes, but she only stares back, beatific and unreadable. Beatific? Beatific? Beatific, huh? I don't actually know what that word means. Unless it was beatific, but there was no U. Sorry, I'm Googling again. Beatific. I spelt it wrong, and it gave me Bear Arctic, which is apparently a Pokemon. Beatific. Blissfully happy. Christian theology, imparting holy bliss. Very cool. I feel her eyes bore through me, piercing through to my very thoughts. A bead of cold sweat runs down my back.
すべての希望が打ち砕かれる。か。
Monica asked me something similar once.
ならば。構わん。何も知らず後悔するより、すべてを知って絶望する道を選ぶ。もはや逃げるわけにはいかない。
そうですか。差し出が欲しいことを申しました。お許しください。
Like, we're doing some pretty big things here. Makes sense you'd want to, you know, make sure we're all on the same page.
はい。私はここで、ここからはあの社におわすお方があなたを導いてくださいます。
Oh, okay.
まさかオルヤンクルであるウルトリー殿より好意の方がいらっしゃるのか。
I don't know, man.
はい。あなたの望むすべてを知るお方が。それがあなたの安らぎになることを願っております。
Sure, well, we'll find out. Let's go see who it is. I don't think it would be Edidu. I know we haven't seen her for a while. I think she just went back to her village.
どうかあなた様に
You know, tired of all that fucking palace bullshit. Like at the end of Prelude to the Fallen, she's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go be an apothecary again. Like, I doubt she's living down here, fucking in a cave. It's gotta be someone else. After parting with Oturi, I rush after Kuan. As I finally catch up to her, I find Kuan standing near the center of the crater in silence. Her gaze is locked on a solitary building with a solemn atmosphere about
こ
it.
こにも社が。大きな社の下に別の社があるとは妙な感じだな。
Yeah, it's like a nesting doll.
いや、それ以前に。
また浄化されている。空気が澄み切っています。
Oh, that's good.
そうだ。 先ほどまで感じていたあのまがまがしい気配がまたしなくなった。
Not just gonna mysteriously die of like a methane pocket because we're in a cave.
それどころか最初の頃に感じた、いやそれよりはるかに澄み切った感じがする。
Oh, they got motion detected lights.
明かりが
Yeah, it's like you pull into your driveway and the lights turn on automatically for you. I suddenly see lights go on in the shrine, and then the doors begin to open silently. And someone steps forth from the doorway, their entrance accompanied by the clear ringing of a bell. A comely woman wearing simple attire. Oh no, it is
よう
just
こそい
Edidu.
らっしゃいました。
All right, I guess she did just retire to a cave.
あなたは
はい。ここの管理を任されているもので、エルルーと申します。
Well, if it's what makes you happy.
エルルー様、どうして？
お初にお目にかかる。それがしはオシュトルと申すもの。
Unless she's just doing this like part time. You know, just swings by every couple of months to make sure, you know, the roof hasn't caved in. You know, clean out the little cockroach traps.
存じております。あなたの真の名も、ここへいらした目的も。この知恵は資格ある者しか入ることを許されませんから。
資格？
What? Just as I was about to continue my question. Kuan steps forward haltingly, legs shaking.
クオン、
どうしてここに。大きくなりましたね、クオン。母様。
As Kuan cries out, she leaps into the woman's arms. Oh.
母様。こんなに大きくなったのにまだ甘えん坊なのね。だって母様、急にいなくなって。
Kuan sobs like a child as she clings to the woman who calls herself Edidu. Edidu embraces Kuan, patting her head soothingly.
ごめんね、本当に心配をかけちゃって。母様、クオンはクスジなったよ。母様と同じ立派なクスジになるんだって。いっぱい頑張って。グーちゃん、偉いわね。頑張ったのね、クオン。
Nope, such a naturally stupid girl needed to work so hard.
クオンのことは頼りで知らされてた。嬉しいことも悲しいことも頑張っていたことも、こうして抱きしめてあげたかった。頭を撫でて褒めてあげたかった。あなたは私の自慢の娘なんだって。ならどうして
Hey, stuff happened.
どうしていなくなったの？誰も知らないって教えてくれなかった。いっぱい探したけどどこにもいなかった。クオンだけ内緒にされて。
Probably. Though, to be honest, she probably didn't tell, like, really anybody. Just, well, not the details. Be like, I have a good reason.
ごめんね。
She has no answer for Kuan, but she holds her even tighter.
本当にごめんね。母様、母様。
I can't say how much time passed after that. At long last, Kuan raises her head, rubbing at her eyes.
もう大丈夫？
Her tears have dried, but her hand keeps a steady grip on Edidu's sleeve, as if she never wants to let go. It's like she's afraid the woman is going to
あ
disappear.
の気丈なクオンが幼い子供のように。
母様、大丈夫。もういなくなったりしないから。だから今は
Okay.
あなたが連れてきてくれた方へのお役目を果たさないと。
Are you gonna make tea and give us cookies when we
で
go
も
in?
大丈夫だからね。
After calming Kuon, who remains staring pleadingly at her, Edidu looks back to me.
お待たせしました。どうぞお入りください。あの方が、この社の主がお待ちです。
待っている。オルヤンクルが言っていた全てを知る者とは
Nope.
この人ではないということか。
She just keeps the place clean. You know, kind of the groundskeeper, apparently. Ooh. Ooh. Right here, in the depths. If I was a shithead, I would just stop the episode right here, but I'm only going to use it as a opportunity to go use the restroom. I'll be back in a sec. All right, and I'm back. Even got a sparkling water from the fridge when I was at it. My last one, too, which means I need to go grocery shopping yesterday because I'm all out of my breakfast steaks. I need to get some more oatmeal because I'm all out of my whole oats. The only ones left are the like 1 minute quick oats, which they're fine. It's just they're like smaller cut instead of like the whole grain oat. It's like chopped up into little bits, which in all honesty, like a mixture of the two is the best. Because the big ones, like they're a more like satisfying texture. You know, the mouthfeel is better. But the little ones make it like really creamy. So if I put the two of them together, then it becomes really good. So I need to go buy some more of those. I need more fruit. I'm almost out of apples. I only have one apple left. They're like these giant Honey Crisps. Like huge. Like probably the size of like a grapefruit. Like they're big apples. The ones I got were kind of bruised though, so I might get some different ones. Some smaller ones. Also a really good texture too on the inside. Like some apples, they're like too crisp. Some of them are like too mushy. Like I hate Red Delicious. Red Delicious is fucking awful. Apparently they didn't used to be like that. They kind of fucked up when they were selectively breeding Red Delicious to get that like nice dark red, like lustery sheen. By breeding for that, they ended up fucking up how they actually like taste. So that's unfortunate. Anywho, hey Edidu. I wonder if we go to the glossary, if we can see what the fuck you've been doing living in a cave. Yep, the woman that greeted Oshtor Haku and friends at the Onkamiyamukai subterranean shrine, one of Kuon's mothers, and someone especially important to her. Edidu is a kind and calm woman, but she was born in the countryside of a remote region and has something of a more brazen side. She's highly skilled as an apothecary, and it was she who bit of a typo there. She who taught the medicinal arts to Kuon. Edidu's teachings were strict when compared to other general topics, but Edidu had learned well from her grandmother. An apothecary's work is a serious matter, and others' lives may rest in their hands. For some time, Edidu was quite well known across Tusker as a prominent apothecary, but she suddenly disappeared from the world one day. She currently resides in the subterranean shrine as a priestess. Very cool. Maybe in an episode or two, I'll go through and I'll like read all the updated glossaries, and that can be another part 5 episode.
お連れしました。
ご苦労であった。
今の声は
Well, that sounded like Hakuolo, but a little spiritual and echoey. Edidu leads us into a large wooden room inside. At the end of the room, the curtains obscure the view. Behind them, I see someone's silhouette.
あそこに誰かいる。
よく来た。歌われる者よ。
Title drop! Title drop!
歌われる者。何のことだ。いや、それよりもこの声は一体。
Is it in your head? Like mass-to-mass communication? I can see someone there, but it's like he doesn't have an actual presence. But I feel the voice resound in my body, like it's in my soul.
何なのだ。あそこにいるのは本当に人なのか。
Oh god, is it like that woman who married the pirate ghost? If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up on YouTube. Like fucking crazy. Apparently she divorced the pirate ghost because he was cheating on her. For a moment, the word onkami comes to mind.
まさかそんなはずはない。
God, is that you?
狼なんてもんがこの世に存在するなんて。
Yeah, all the magic we see is just applied sciences in a way that we don't understand.
さておしとるいやここではやはり白と呼んだ方が良いか。
今かすかに笑った。
恩美大火庵と呼ばれし者たちに安らぎを与える術を求めて
Yeah,
来たんだ。
something like that.
そなたの苦しみリッターがそれだけなのだ。
Womp.
その願いは幻。この世に
Aye.
それを叶えられる者は存在しない。
A full impossibility?
彼らあの煉獄より解放することはできぬ。絶対にできぬからこそ
I mean, it was the actual, like, divine punishment of a fucking demon. So,
そなたに鍵を与え太古の遺物を全て暴いたところで、
Yeah.
絶望が
there's no research to turn
よ
them
り
back.
深まるだけであろう。こちらとしてもそなたに苦しみを与えることを望んでいるのではない。意味のないことにはする価値がない。そうは思わないか白夜。
ウルトリーの言っていた
Mm-hmm.
すべての希望が打ち砕かれるかもしれないと自分はまだいい。
Because I imagine they
覚悟はしていた。
tried to pursue this avenue before and, you know,
それを
found,
最
fuck,
後の望み
there's
として
like
託した
actually
兄貴
nothing
に
we
は
can do.
とても聞かせられるもんじゃない。それにあなたの語る結末は自らが見て確かめたわけではない。今は方法が分からずとも
Yeah, yeah, but with
こ
time,
の
though,
先もずっと分からぬままと
you
は
know,
限
maybe
らな
we'll
い。
unlock some mystery.
たとえどれだけ長い年月がかかろうと探し求め続ければいつかはそこにたどり着けるはずだ。ならばあがき続ける。それが人間ってもんだ。
Hey, there we go. Indomitable human spirit. Silence descends. I'm sure he must be condemning me right now. I rise, intending to look behind the curtain, but the voice echoes once more.
やはり汝は他の者とは違う。だからこそ我は汝をここに呼んだ。
By others, do you just mean the people at large, or have others come here for the same purpose?
ではそれがしを呼んでいたのはあなただったのか。
そなたはまず知る必要がある。そなたも知らぬ人間の真実。
真実。
遥か古の時代、この地上に繁栄を誇った種族、
Yep.
神にも
Oops.
届くかと思われたその英知は、それはまさに神のような振る舞いであった。彼らにできないことなど何もないとすら思えた。そしてやがて彼らの神なる技は道具だけではなく、
Yeah.
生き物
The
に
whole
さえ
proxy thing. That was kind of fucked up.
枯れた土地でも根付き、たくさんの甘い実をつける木。
Damn GMOs fucking ruined
お
everything.
となしく従順でよく繁殖し、肥え太る家畜。
Damn, actually, it's just GMOs.
そしてついに彼らの手足となって働く者たち、人までも作り出した。それゆえに 彼らは今なおこう
オンビタイカヤンか。
Yeah, even though they just wanted to make like cute animal girls
そうだ
with like fluffy tails and you know ears that are
所
fun to
詮
pet.
神ではなかった。自然の摂理をねじ曲げるほどの力はその反動としてさまざまな毒素を生み、大地が空が海が毒によって汚され、彼らは次第に
Yeah, if they built too many AI data centers.
快適な環境にすっかり慣れきっていた体はその毒に耐えることはできなかった。彼らは日に日に衰弱していく自らの体を嘆き、強い肉体を欲した。
Yep, a bit of a monkey's paw wish on that
し
one.
かし皮肉にもいくら研究を重ねてもその願いだけは
I mean, you can see the results out
叶う
there.
ことはなかっ
They look like they're grape
た。
flavored.
まるでこの世界そのものが彼らを滅ぼそうとしているかのように焦るあまり、次第に彼らは禁断の技に手を染めるようになっていく。そして
Mm-hmm.
運命の日、
Iceman.
彼らはついにあるものを呼び覚ました。いや、生み出したと言ってもよい。自らの願いを叶えてくれる存在よ。
狼ウィツアルネミテ
Mm-hmm.
クオン
Oh, you can hear it too.
アウィツアルネミテア、願いを聞くことを喜びとし、望めばそのすべてを叶えてくれるという神。
Except they'll put a bit of a spin on it.
破滅へと導く脱ぎそむ神。願いを叶えた代償にオンビ大火炎を食らい、桃源郷を破壊し、人たちをそこから追い出した存在とも言われています。
Yep. Can't live in your cool underground lab. You just gotta go wander around the wilderness. Fucking naked now.
そうだね。その願い
At least for
の
the
大きさに
Demigorgons.
見合った代
Everyone
償が
else, you know, they just got turned
必
into
ず伴
jelly.
う。伝承にはそう記されているかな。
故にその存在はあるところでは
Now that we're done with your interrupting, I'll continue my story.
別のあるところでは災いとして意味恐れられて、
人の願いを叶える代わりにその魂を奪う、そんなおとぎ話のような存在が本当にい
It's
たのか。
complicated.
だがそれは真実だ。
The voice continues, as if it can read my
すべ
thoughts.
てを失うかもしれないにもかかわらず、オンビ大火炎たちは願った。願うしかな
Bet
い。
it all on a gamble.
それほどまでに彼らは追い詰められていたのだ。そしてウィツァルネミティアと呼ばれるその存在は彼らの願いに応えた。無論代償は伴った。取り返しのつかない代償。
その代償とは。
Becoming a Tatari.
姿、知性、姿をなくしたことでその体は形をとどめることができず、知性を失ったことで
Yeah, pretty gross,
本能の
huh?
ままに食らうだけの存在となった。
It's weird though how even the ones that are frozen prior to becoming Tatari, if you unfreeze them, they then become Tatari.
その日を境にこの地上に繁栄を誇っていた彼らは一人残らずあの醜い肉塊へ成り下がった。
Yep, sirens going off outside. You can probably hear it. I saw it peak on the microphone. Well, it didn't fully peak, but I saw it go up when I was talking. And now you can probably hear it whirring in the background. Very cool. Very cool.
もはやあれは生物という概念からも外れてしまった存在。 元の姿に戻ることもでき
Yeah,
ず
they're like a sponge. They just respond
かとい
to,
って死ぬこともできず
outside stimuli.
未来永劫地の底を這い回り続ける。それがあのたたりオンビ大会員たちの慣れの果てだ。
本当なのですか？
Yep,
本当、
read it on Facebook.
私たちが知る事実と変わりません。
では私たちは知らないうちに
Mhm.
何度もオンビ大会屋に会っていたんですね。
しかしミサルネ・ミテアにもう一度願い出てみればどうなる。
Eh,
人間をあのような姿にしてしまう力があるなら元に戻す力も。
ウィツァルネミティアは不死の体を手に入れたいという
Yep, no
願いに応え
take-backsies.
オンビ大会員をあの姿に変えたのだ。
and no, even if you did change it back, they would still probably just die of the common cold.
この地上のたたりすべてをオンビ大会員に戻すなど一体何を代償として求められることになるか。
結局ますます取り返しのつかないことになるかな。
Just dig yourself in even deeper.
確かにそうかもしれぬ。随分と悪意のある願いの叶え方だからな。
それにお願いしたくても今は無理だと思う。
そうなのか。
ウィツアルネミテアは今は封じられ、
Yeah, it's
Sky
best
naman
you
yung tsaka.
you don't wake that thing up.
クオン、なぜだろう。クオンの視線がここではないどこかを見つめているような気がする。
She probably sees like a bug on the wall.
しかし解放者ウィザルネ・ミテアか。だが神話や伝承には必ず元となった現実の事象があったはずだ。それはまだ解明できていないだけで研究を続けることでいずれわかるかもしれない。そのためにもやはりマスターキーは必要。
Again, you're trying to like logic out an actual fucking magical demon. It gets kind of tricky. Suddenly, Erdudu, who until now had only been standing and listening silently, makes her way towards an altar in the corner of the room.
良いのか。
ええ、
Erdudu speaks clearly, nodding at the voice's questioning
で
tone.
はすべてを任せよう。
ありがとうございます。
Erdudu gives a long, deep bow towards the curtains, then reaches for the altar.
あれは
On a wooden stand there sits something like a metal ring. Erdudu reverently picks up the ring and walks back to us, holding it out to me.
これは
あなたには必要なものなのでしょう。
A forlorn smile crosses her face.
まさしくマスターキー。
Oh yeah, you used to have it like tied in your hair, didn't you?
しかしこれはあなた方にとっても大事な。
Kuon interrupts me as she moves to Erdudu's side.
それに母様、それには大切な人との思い出がたくさん詰まってるって。いいのですよ、クオン。思い出は常にこの胸にあります。
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, an object is just a thing.
それにこれはいわば太古よりの預かり物。この方にお渡しするために私たちは代々受け継いできたのです。母様、
お待ちください。
Ooh,
もう
drama.
一方お連れしてまいりました。オシュトル様と同じく古より定められた
Okay.
鍵を受け継ぐ資質を持つお方です。
何
I turn to see Ultris silently gliding forward, no longer waiting at the crater's rim. What is it, like fucking Woshis? Behind her, I see a man followed by a number of Yatanawarabe. Yeah,
どういうことだ。
as I thought.
これは皆さんお揃いですね。
Wow, what a fuckboy outfit. Theater kid, Jesus.
どこかで見覚えがある。
He looks so unfamiliar that I can't recognize him for a moment. But after seeing his face and hearing his voice, one name comes to
お
mind.
前はウォシス。なぜこんなところに。いや、そもそも今までどこにいたのだ。
I know, hiding and scheming. Woshies returns to my suspicious glare with a calm, assured look. The twins also seem alarmed by his presence and ready themselves. Ultri then speaks out, a warning to the two.
お静かに。ここは神聖な場所です。この場所で血を流すことは何人たりともまかりなりません。
So, we're just gonna talk it out?
わかってる。でもこの人は。
ここは従おう。かつては敵であったかもしれぬが、こちらにはすでに戦う理由はない。それに彼らもここの異様さには気づいているだろう。
Maybe we can even
い
work
きなり切りかか
together,
ってくるほど
hopefully.
愚
You know,
か
knock
で
on
はある
wood.
まい。
I glance to the curtain.
本能的になんとなくわかる。あの向こうにいる奴の機嫌を損ねるのは。
見心のままに。
The two back off, their calm returned. Once reassured, I turn again towards Woshies.
お久しぶりですね。オシュトル殿と呼ぶべきでしょうか。
Woshi smiles pleasantly, meeting my eyes.
今の口ぶり、こちらのことを全て分かっているということか。ありえなくもない話だ。この場に居合わせている時点で可能性は否定できない。
Upon closer look? Yeah, upon closer look, I realize the clothes he's wearing aren't Yamatin. They seem refined. Like they're of similar style, but decades ahead? And there's a different atmosphere about him than the last time we met.
ウォシス殿、このようなところで出会うとは面妖だな。一体なぜここに。
少しばかり事情がありましてね。表に出られぬ身だったのです。実を言うと、私もあなたと似たような役目を負ってここに参ったのですよ。
役目？
ええ、先の帝からのと申し上げれば、なんとなく察しがつくのではないかと思いますが。
Oh, he pretty much gave you the same mission. All right.
まさかウォシス、お前もなのか。
Woshies gives no answer, but everything in his demeanor suggests deep
ウォ
confidence.
シスもマスターキー探索の任務を与えられていた。ライコについていたのもそれと関係していたのか。どうなっている。兄貴はそんなこと一言も。
Yeah, he never asked. I look back, but Ududu and Sauna both shake their heads.
この二人も聞かされていないようだな。
I mean, from the sounds of it, it was like hundreds of years ago he fucking asked him to do it, so. I stare at Woshies, hoping to get some insight on what he's thinking. His only response is a serene smile back at me. I can't sense any animosity from him, but something nags at my mind.
そういえば発注省の中でもこの男のことはあまりよく知らない。文官で発注省の仲介役とか折衝役のような存在だったと思うが、だがなぜだこの嫌な雰囲気は。
I mean, that he's sketchy as hell. Woshies pays no apparent heed to my confusion as he turns towards the curtain, bowing respectfully.
突然の来訪、どうかご容赦ください。オンカミヤム会の主よ。私はウォシスと申す者。
目的は聞くまでもないか。
はい。鍵を。マスターキーを受け取りに参りました。
Yeah, but you're like slimy. We don't like you.
や
You're
は
like
り
eel.
目的はマスターキーか。
But not like a yummy grill deal. You're like
こ
a
の時代
jelly
に生き
deal.
る人にはそれがどんなものかどころか名前さえ知らないはずだ。それを知ってるってこと。兄貴の密命でならば全てがつながる。ここに来たことや自分のことを知っていることも。
However, the master behind the blinds falls silent a while in apparent thought, and then the voice resounds throughout the room again.
鍵は欲する者にすべからく与えられるものではない。
Yeah, what do you want it?
その汝にその資格はあるか。
At that, Woshi smiles proudly. He places his hand upon his chest and gives his answer.
ええ、もちろん。
With an almost matter-of-fact tone, he goes on.
なぜなら、この私こそが
Mm-hmm.
オンビタイカヤンの後継者なのですから。
何？
まさかそんな。
恩美体かや。
I mean, I saw it.
太古の人
Or at
間
least
の
something
生き残り
similar.
が自分や兄貴以外にもいたというのか。
Yeah, but how's he look so good? Woshi's declaration leaves me stunned. My eyes widen in
こ
shock.
のことを兄貴は知っていたのか。いや、知らない方がおかしい。だが、兄貴のことだ。言わなかったということは、何か理由があるに違いない。
Again, you never asked. Noting the shock in my expression, Woshi speaks to me with an almost patronizing tone.
その顔、どうやら信じられないといった感じですね。
Yeah, what, you think you were special?
では、オンビタイカヤンの証として、私の知っていることをお話ししましょう。新人計画、あるいはアイスマン計画と呼ばれる計画を。
Deep lore.
まさか、その言葉まで。じゃあ、こいつはや。
In the stifling silence, everybody's eyes falls upon Woshi's.
さて、どこからお話ししましょうか。
Yeah, why not?
そうですね。
Let's hear it.
やはり事の始まりからがいいでしょうか。かつてこの世界のすべてを支配し、繁栄を謳歌していた存在。オンビタイカヤン。彼らはすべてを望み、すべてを得ましたが、しかしたった一つ、手に
No, if
入
he
らない
really
もの
wanted
があり
to
ました。
really wanted to prove his validity of his claims, he'd be like, so, you know, you ever hear about One Piece?
そう、それは寿命です。その行き過
Well,
ぎ
let me
た
tell you
文
about
明
the
は
PlayStation
主
2.
として
You'd
の
be like,
寿
oh
命
yeah,
も
for
奪
sure,
い取
this
って
guy's
い
a
た
real
の
one.
です。いずれ来る滅びが現実のものと知った彼らは、自らを不完全な種と断定しました。完全ではないから滅ぶのだと。そして彼らは思いついたのです。完全でないならば、完全な種になればよいと。なんと傲慢なのでしょう。しかし、その傲慢さ、強欲さこそ
Yeah,
彼
you
ら
know,
の力。
it's a good evolutionary trait to have.
彼らはより完成された種へと進化するため、様々な試みを行いました。
Yeah, just deciding to lie down and die, you
Sorry.
know, isn't very good for propagating the
新
species.
人計画。
はい。それこそが真なる人への進化。そして全ての始まり。ですが、その計画はほどなく暗礁に乗り上げました。
Mhm.
彼らの技術をもってしても、新人を生み出すことはできなかったのです。それどころか、その神のごとき振る舞いに天罰が下ったのか、様々な災厄が彼らを襲い、もはや、座して死を待つばかりとなった時、彼らは見つけたのです。
Iceman!
いいえ、見つけてしまったと言うべきかもしれ
Found
ま
this
せん
cool
が
guy with a cool mask.
それは神に見捨てられた者たちへの悪魔のささやきのようなものでした。地の奥深くで氷漬けになりながらも眠り続けていた
Yeah,
一
with
人
a,
の
you know, next to a fossilized demon.
そう、それこそ後にアイスマンと名付けられた存在だったのです。
Yeah, like that episode of Scooby-Doo where they find the
アイス
caveman.
マン
It's like, man, been a while since I've heard that name.
さて、氷壁の中で悠久の時を生きながらえてきた彼に、新人計画の研究者たちは一縷の望みを託しました。確信があったわけでもありません。その卓越した生命力に少しでも手がかりを得られれば。ですが、結論から言えば、アイスマンに秘められた力は ただ寿命を伸ばす
Yeah,
だけ
the
ではなかったの
aforementioned
で
demon.
す。
Very cool.
彼らの想像をはるかに上回る。そう、いわば人
Yeah,
類
yeah,
の手
very,
に
very
余る
mysterious. We get it. We
未
get
知
it,
なる
Woshies.
力。しかし彼らはアイスマンを中核とし、名もアイスマン計画へと変え、突き進んでいったのです。
Oh, oh. Yeah.
まあデータをそっちへ送る。見てみればいい。
何か面白いものでも見つけたのか。
これはもう新人計画とは別物だよな。
Mm-hmm.
そしてそこから生み出されたのが、
Still don't like seeing the tendrils come from the mask to like the depths of your brain. Very gross.
あれが全てを狂わせた。
大いなる前進、彼らは狂気しました。自分たちが目覚めさせたものの正体を知らずに。そして禁断の技に酔いしれた後、彼らはたった一夜にして姿を消すこととなります。
Yeah, there was some drama mixed in there, but you know, let's just skip over that part.
さて、ここから先は語る必要はないでしょう。おそらくここにおられる方々もおおよそ知っているでしょうから、これが証となりませんか？
I mean, that was a cool lore dump, but not really proof. Sorry. Woshies gives a gentle smile towards the blinds. No one speaks. Silence fills the room. With all of us at a loss, the voice behind the blinds resounds once more.
よかろう。汝も資格を得たものとする。ならば双方に問う。マスターキーを得て何をする？
I still can't see anything behind those blinds. Still, I feel like I'm being gripped by a massive hand, while cold eyes of judgment stare down.
何をするか。
Yep, that's the rub, ain't it? What will you do?
世は同胞たちを救いたかった。
Save humanity? What does that even mean at this point?
すべてを統べる神。これがあれば、今では遺跡となっている施設を起動させることも可能。
I mean, yeah, but like the research of those facilities never went anywhere. What's the point?
この鍵を手にしたら、あるいは同胞を救うことができるやもしれぬ。
Like the Tatari came out of entirely left field. No one was fucking going in that direction.
だがそれだけじゃない。
Like none of the knowledge stored, you know, well, getting your hands on essentially a database of like all accumulated human knowledge would be pretty awesome, but if none of it's applicable to what you're trying to solve, then it's like, okay, I have every single tool in the box, but like none of it's useful for what I'm trying to use them for.
答えはいかに？
同胞に安らぎを。彼らを解放してやりたい。
Yeah, peace.
それがしがここに、この世界に目覚めたのには意味があるはず。己に課した最後の役目を果たしたい。
Yeah, if you can't save them, at least kind of give them the dignity of rest.
日への探求を。
Woshies responds calmly. I glance to the side, meeting his eyes, and he smiles back, unruffled.
では、オーシスに問う。
That's exactly how we got in this mess in the first place.
すべてを。
それを知って何とする？
Yeah, the knowledge of the workings of the universe.
もちろん、私もオシュトル殿と同様、かつての同胞には安息を与えたいと考えていますよ。それは遺産を受け継ぐ者として当然の義務でしょう。ですが、あくまで義務。すべてを知ろうとする心、無限の好奇心、
I mean,
それ
that's
こそ
cool.
が人の本質です。
But if you know literally everything, I feel like the
理屈
human
ではあ
mind
り
would
ま
just
せん。
kind of stop working.
だがそれゆえに彼らは
It's like
滅んだ
Chainsaw Man, you know, Halloween, baby.
知識を満たすため
Halloween!
触れてはならぬものにまで触れてしまった。
Learning the infinite knowledge of the universe just breaks you.
それでもなお英知を欲するか。
Oshis looks down in silence. For a moment, it seems like he's at a loss for words. But I hear a strange sound from him as his shoulders shake.
笑っている。
After a moment, Oshis manages to suppress his laughter, and he faces the blinds once more with a cold smile on his face.
さすがあなたが言うと重みが違いますね。アイスマン。いえ、それともオ神ビツァルネミテアとお呼びした方がよろしいですか。
Iceman is easier to say. Let's just go with that. Oh!
なんだと。
I look quizzically back to the blinds, eyes wide.
さて、やはり答えるべきでしょうか。私は人間だと。それでも私は彼らオンビタイカヤンを称える。それでこそ人間である。
They tried their best.
そうであったからこそ新たなる人が生まれ、こうして今地に満ちているのだと。
オス、お前。
おしゃべりが過ぎてしまいました。しかしこれでお分かりでしょう。マスターキーを持つのは
I mean,
私こそが
maybe,
ふさ
but
わ
like
しい。
in the worst way?
そう、人類の後継者として帝の遺産を、人類の秘宝を継承するものである私こそが。
Do you not see the folly of, you know, what you're trying to do? Just be like, nah, but I do it better though.
帝の遺産。まさか兄貴が自分に譲ると言っていたもののことか。
帝は偉大なお方ですが、一つだけ大きな過ちを犯した。
The gentle smile on Boshi's face contorts to a snarl of vicious rage.
それは後継者にこの私ではなく、貴様を選んだことだ。
Okay,
おっ
damn,
しゃ
bro.
れ。いや、吐く。
Maybe it was the side of you was why he didn't, you know, choose you.
あの方は昔から爪が甘い。荒人神などと奉られたところで、所詮は一人の人間。
You're not presenting a very convincing case for yourself here.
聞き捨てならない。その言葉、帝と主様への侮辱と判断します。
The twins tense, as if ready to lunge at Boshi's. In turn, the Yatanawarabe step in front of Boshi's, preparing to protect their own master, but a flash of radiant light sparks between the two sides. Both twins and Yatanawarabe words stagger back, recoiling as if
今
struck.
のは一体。
Yep, no fighting in the war room.
お静かに。ここは神聖な場所。先ほども言ったはずです。たとえそれがオンビタイカヤンであってもです。もしどうしてもというのであれば、私がお相手しなければならなくなります。
Cool. Iltrudi's voice is full of sorrow as she takes a graceful step forward. An overpowering presence emanates from her. None of us dares move. Boshi smiles wryly, examining her.
もとよりむつみに連なるものとことを構えるつもりはありません。
しかしおとなしく帰るつもりもないのだろう。
否定はしませんよ。
こちらとしてもマスターキーをみすみす渡すわけにはいかぬ。
そうだよ。あなたに母様の大切なマスターキ
Yeah,
ーを
but have
受
you
け取る
seen
資
this
格があるとは思
gun
わ
I
ないか
have?
な。
ではどうしろと。
Boshi's would definitely just like fucking pull out a gun.
よろしい。
I'm not saying you will, but
ならば 場所を変えよ。
Yeah, if you're gonna fight, at least do it outside. Don't get it on my carpet.
よろしいのですか？
互いに譲れぬものがあるのなら力を持って示すが世の
All
説。
right.
それが我らの最大の譲歩だ。
わかりました。
御心のままに。
いいでしょう。どのような形であれ勝者がマスターキーを手に入れられるというなら。
Like, might doesn't make right, but if you don't have the strength to back up your ideals, then they're fucking worthless. Wushy smiles, pacing a condescending look over us. Passing. Condescending look.
嫌な予感がする。これまで感じたことのない兵隊の知れなさ。この男にマスターキーを渡すわけにはいかない。
では、こちらへおいでください。
Alright, yeah, let's go outside. Can we just do it out front? We don't have to go, like, all the way up to the top, do we? Like, that's way too far. The doors before us open, and the vast expanse lies before us once more. It seems Ulthury has chosen the grounds in front of the shrine as our battlefield. Nope, we're just going out here. Alright.
どうやらおあつらい向きな場所のようですね。
ここなら結界も張ってありますし、周りにも被害が出ないでしょう。
我らは手出しをせぬ。これは汝ら自身の
Alright.
行く末を決める闘争なのだ。
By none, does that include, like, our, adjuncts here? You know, no Ududu, no Sarana, none of your little ninja guys. You know, no Shichida.
どこから見ているんだ。
Something in the voice makes me feel like he can see everything.
さて、お許しが出たようですよ。本気でやるおつもりですか？
当然だ。
Oh yeah, and Fumaro. I forgot Fumaro was here with us.
渡さないも何も、マスターキーはもともとあなたのものでもないと思いますが。
Also, do your, like, suspenders actually go to anything? Like, where are they connected? Like, normally they would connect to, like, the top of your trousers, but they're going down to, like, your mid-thigh. Like, not even to your boots. Like, I don't even know what you're doing with those.
それを言うなら、貴様のものでもあるまい。
果たしてそうで
Like, I
しょう
suppose that's, like, a place to hook them up, so at least that way the pants aren't, like, pulling up over your crotch, but...
あの余裕、相当自信があると見え
Yeah,
る。
they're, like, going down to, like,
や
his
はりただ
thigh.
の文官ではないな。
What a bizarre fashion choice.
やたなわらべたちも見かけ通りではないはず。そうでなくとも、こっちは数の上では不利だし、近接で戦うには向いてない。
I mean, you're pretty good at it.
策を浪する暇もありゃしない。
No, fighting in general just may not be your forte,
だ
but
が、やらなければマスターキーはウォシスのものになってしまう。
you can also just, like, transform.
どうやって戦う？
ハー様たちは力を貸してはくれないのですか？クオン、
She's staying
あ
out
な
of
た
it.
があの方を助けたいと言うなら、それはあなたが決めたこと。
Yeah, she's like, I don't got a dog in
私
this
は
fight.
何も言いません。
あれはあくまでも預かりし者。決めるのはあの方々なのです。
でも大丈夫。あな
Yeah,
た
he'll
が
win.
信じたお方でしょう。それにそろそろ着く頃ですから。
What?
おやおや。
What, you call, like, the
どう
entire
したので
squad?
すか？先ほどから顔色が優れないようですが、社の方々があなたの味方をするようなら少々厄介だったのですが、
Mm-hmm.
その心配はないようですね。
Yep, no home field advantage.
来ませんか？では遠慮なく。さあ行きなさい、お前たち。はい。
Oh, okay.
来ます。どうかお気をつけください。守れ。
Yeah, we can beat them up easy.
命に変えても主様をお守りします。
このままやり合うしかないのか。
Yeah, we'll get into a fight.
そのような情けない姿を見に来たのではないぞ。落ちとる。
Oh,
何？
I'm glad you're alive, Mikazuchi. So you can help us fucking kick their ass. You probably want to get some payback too.
この声はまさか。
来て早々、なかなか愉快なことになっているようだな。
あなたは
まさか。いえ、
You don't
やはり
don't need to
退
like
っていま
be
した
like, oh, who could it possibly be? Like, bro, we know it's Mikazuchi.
待たせたな。
What a reveal.
三日月。
三日月だけではないのじゃ。
Yep, all the warriors.
兄様。
Oh, Nekone's probably geeking the fuck out about being here, though.
うちらもおる
Sure is,
遅くな
girly.
りました。
やれやれ。出かけるなら一言くらい声をかけてくれてもいいじゃない。
そうだぞおしゅう。
水臭いぞ。
Oh, should we let them know that, like, we're not Oshtor?
まったく余計な仕事を増やさないでほしいですね。
It would get kind of awkward.
兄上、ご無事ですか。
お前たち。
おしとるよ。こんなところで勝手に何をしておる。世はそのようなこと許した覚えはないぞ。
Oops.
理由を聞いても三日月は答えぬ。ただそなたの身に危険が迫っていると繰り返すだけじゃ。
I mean, he was right.
世に心配させるとは何事じゃ。
ヤマト総大将ともあろう貴公が何のことわりもなく帝都を離れるとは。
For someone also freshly promoted.
いや、
Like, it's pretty
こ
bad
れ
luck.
はあくまで私事。ヤマトはもちろん、そのようなことに皆を巻き込むわけには。
ならば国を取り戻すというのも世の身勝手じゃ。そなたはそれに付き合ったであろう。
Yeah, what are friends for? To bother with your issues.
世はその恩義をここで返すまで。オシトルが進む道は世にとっても無関係ではないのじゃ。理由はわからないですが、兄様を信じているです。私は二度と誰かを、オシトル様を失うなんて嫌です。
Yep, not again.
市場とか私事とか寂しいじゃない。
Oh, poor Ludatio was probably beside herself when you just, like, disappeared.
わあ、ついてきたん
Like,
だぞ。
super emotional whiplash.
うんうん。それこそ市場というものだぞ。オシトルともあろうものが知らなかったのか。
そうですよ。いついかなる時も義兄弟のちぎりを忘れてもらっては困ります。
しかし。
At least you're on our side now.
奴らは自らの意志でここに来ている。奴ら貴様のこととなると敵であった俺の言葉でさえあっさり信じ
Well,
て
yeah,
くれ
you're
た
too stupid to, like, trick them. You know, they would have no reason to doubt you.
あやつもそうだったがお前もいい奴らに恵まれたものよ。まあだからこそこうしてここまで連れてきたわけだが
Yeah, more the merrier. That way we don't have to carry back all the souvenirs ourselves. They can each just pick out what they want.
感謝せねばならぬようだな。
We can all get matching t-shirts from the souvenir stand
お前は
outside.
どうしてここに？いや、それ以前に今までどこにいた？
貴様の足元よ。
Who knows, even maybe Eridu has some set aside, like, I visited God himself and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. We can all get matching sets.
性病の下といえば察しがつくが
Oh, okay.
性病？まさかお前を助けたのは？
おっとそこまでだ。俺も行きがかり上こうなっただけで
Yeah, especially not out loud here.
全てを理解できているわけではないがな。
Even if we are with friends, you know, that's a lot of reveals at once, and you you don't want to like confuse them even more than they already are. Fortunately, Mikazuchi's too stupid to get confused by things.
あの時帝都戦の最中俺は勝手に開いた門を調べるため大正門の地下へ向かった。
Yeah, and this is how we found out Woshi's behind it all. Very cool.
そこで俺は死角に襲われ深手を負ったま
Yeah,
ま
just an
転落
assassin.
し
Nothing
水
crazy.
路の底に沈むこととなった。もはやこれまでと思っていた。だが目覚めるとそこはまだディネボクシリではなく水に満たされた透明な棺の中。
Cool.
そしてあのお方の声が頭の中に響いたのだ。
You had Honoka go fish you out with like a giant net.
俺は貴様のよく知るあのお方の依頼でここに来た。重大な危機が迫っているので助けてやってくれとな。
兄貴からの使者が2組か。その言葉信じてよいのか。
Woshi's? Yeah, like I said, he's too dumb to lie.
同行した貴様の仲間たちだけではなくかつてのトゥスクル使節団も我が言葉を信じ案内。
なるほど。上陸した後はアルルーと神が手引きを。みんなとは顔見知りだしな。
Also, I was looking at before, what stupid fucking weapons do they have? Like, the one on the right, like, has scissors, it looks like. You know, Shichuda just has, like, a knife, I think. It's kind of hard to tell with the masked hoods behind him. The one, I don't remember their fucking names. The one in the middle left has, like, a sword, and then the one on the far left has a spear. But, like, what's with the scissors?
俺を信じろとは言わぬ。
Are you gonna cut off Mikazuchi's fuck-ass mullet finally?
確かにそうであったな。
Is he like Goku? If you cut off his tail, he fucking like weakens, loses his
兄貴
power.
の使者として三日月を使わしたのは本当だ。
Can't transform?
だとしたらウォシスは兄貴の使者ではないことになる。
なあなあ、さっきから何を二人でこそこそ
Don't worry about it,
話してる。
it's Our ears only.
向こうはそろそろやる気や。あれを倒せばいいのけ？
Yep, just like normal.
俺に手傷を負わせ兄者の戦にケチをつけたのはやはり貴様だったか。
あの方がまさかそんな。
死に損ないとの感動の再会は
Yeah,
その
yeah,
辺りでい
yeah.
いですか。そろそろ退屈してきた頃です。
As his whole MO, it's just being annoying.
今まで裏で糸を引いていたのがまさかあなただったとは思いもしませんでしたよ。
Really? It seemed pretty obvious once he disappeared.
帝都の奥深くから腐ってたわけじゃない。
まったくじゃ。よくも今まで涼しい顔で発注賞を名乗れたものじゃな。
そのまがまがしい気をよくぞ隠し通したな。
Oh, he doesn't really view you guys as like actual humans, so it's not morally repugnant to lie and trick you at all.
慣れれば何ということもありませんよ。それよりあなたの方はよろしいのですか。治療ポットに入っていたとはいえ病み上がりでしょうに。
確かにな。病み上がりの上では、
So that way we can just move him around the map as a regular unit. You know, a little limitation.
それが何の問題
A handicap story-wise.
本来の職分に戻る前の肩慣らしにはこれくらいで十分よ。
許しを請うなら今のうちじゃぞ。ついに左右の近衛大将が揃ったのじゃからな。それはオシトルが求めているもの。勝手に持ち出すことは世が許さぬ。
Yeah, that cool
俺
ring
は
is
直
his.
命じゃ。
なるほど。先の帝のご意志もありますしね。 わかりました。正常のご命令とあらば仕
So
方あ
he
りませ
says.
んね。丁重にお断りさせていただきます。あなたたちは自分たちこそが持つにふさわしいものだと何故に主張されるのです？
少なくとも母様の思い出を受け継ぐの
Yeah,
は
at least Kuon has like some like personal claim to it.
あなた
Like
じゃ
it
ない
did
こと
belong
だけ
to
は確か
her
かな。
family, so. Well, actually, not really. Maybe the people she was raised by. No, Endedu might be her mother, but you know, she's Yuza's kid, so
それが何だと言うんだ。干渉になど興味はない。
not blood related, but definitely family nonetheless.
かようなものが入り込む余地などまるでないとなぜ気づかん。
And that's why you'll never be able to get it.
貴様らとは違い、私は世界を前進させる意志がある。故に、私こそが持つにふさわしいのだ。
But what use is the world if you care nothing for the people who live in it?
その独善
No,
が
who is this world
こ
for?
んな
Just
世界
you?
を招いたのだ。
その言葉、そっくりお返ししますよ。
Hey, whoa. He was a bum. You didn't have any hand in all that.
せっかく母と再会できたというのに争いになってすまぬな。
Dude just wanted to like play Minesweeper.
いいの。それよりもあれは大事なもの。
And you know,
あんな人に
hacking
持
the
っていかせるわ
highly
けにはいか
classified
ないんだ
files.
から。
Like, you know, who wouldn't? It's crazy.
分かっている。
You know how much good stuff there is in there?
ボシス、どちらがマスターキーを手にする資格があるか、ここに示そうぞ。
シャスリカ、リベルに、ラビエ、シチーリア。はい。
Alright.
では、はっきりさせるとしましょう。あなた方の力とやらが私よりもふさわしいかどう
What
かを
weapon do
ね
you。fight with, Woshis? Am I right? Do you just have a gun? Whoops. Battle time. Mankind's heir. Defeat all enemies, all allies are defeated. Very cool. Let me look at the map. Ooh, we can only add 7 more? Yikes. I mean, fuck-ass ninjas, generic mooks. Ooh, big stairs, Jesus. Oh, these ones don't actually count. We gotta fight these guys first, and then they'll probably enter a second phase. Okay. But, ladies and gentlemen, that fight will have to wait until next time. With the truth revealed, the stage set for the final confrontation, that is where we're going to be ending it here for today. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and the notification bell. Check out the Discord link in the description down below and become a member today. And we'll see you all next time for the next episode of Utawarerumono, Mask of Truth, where now that the truth has been revealed, we'll get the second truth after we beat them all in probably a long series of fights. That shouldn't be too hard. I haven't had much issues with the fight at all, with the fights at all, except for like the one in the river. But with a nice wide open field like this, we got this in the bag. But come back next time for the big story reveals and the truth, and see how it all resolves. Maybe it'll all resolve next episode. Maybe we got another 1 or 2 or 3. Who knows? I don't. You might, if you've already seen the series and you're just kind of reliving it through me vicariously to absorb my emotions of seeing it for the first time. I don't know. And don't know what I'm talking about, and I don't have any way to end this episode, so I'm just going to stop recording now. Okay, bye guys. Mwah.